Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
Christmas! Yes! Welcome back and welcome to the greatest city in the world at Christmas. I'm
Guys, my name's Connor. If you're new, hello. Sorry, manners. Original link to the video, top of the description from Walk With Me Tim. I'll do a preemptive like. Now, I have a love with my thoughts, my imaginations of Victorian era London Christmas. I think it's born out of the Christmas Carol, probably, and all of its movie adaptations and whatnot. I can't help it. Yeah, I know it probably wasn't a perfect time, probably far from it, but I can't help that it gives me just a warm feeling. And let's check out some Christmas lights, shall we?
here to check out the London Christmas lights and some of the
I think that wasn't a very good transition there, but let's go.
best displays across the city. Displays across the city.
Okay.
I'm starting here on the famous Regent Street where the Winged Angels have returned. And let's be honest, I think it'd be weird if the Winged Angels weren't here. If you want to get a full immersive experience, walk along the centre strip. Just try not to get run over.
Sensory overload. My ADHD can't keep up with my attention.
Someone's doing a photo shoot.
It almost looks too good to be true. Or like a super good kid. No, it's real. It's real. It has to be.
Surprised they've never...
You sleep. What am I saying? Sorry.
I'm surprised they've never had like some professional photographers up here to take your photo. Because this is the best place to get your photo of the Winged Angels. I think you get a much better view from here as well. And what people love to do is get that iconic shot of the Winged Angels and a London bus. If you can get...
Dang. And this is it's beautiful, but it's kind of putting in the town where I'm at right now. There's like this big, like where they light up the big snowflake in the middle of the town. And this just puts it to shame, and it's kind of...
Get that photo, awesome. You've hit jackpot. And one of the big draws, of course, is Hamleys. Just here, and the Christmas window displays. Let's go and have a quick look, see what they've got this year.
We're going too fast. Okay, we're going way too fast. There's such an abundant...
Photo, you've hit jackpot. And one of the big...
Just look at that. All of the, just lit up, beautiful, like just the beautiful architecture, first of all. I love just all this style. And all of the lights. Clearly a beautiful camera he's using. All the people around, the London double-decker you have in there. Lights, 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 lights. Just such a beautiful... I feel like they could just use this still frame and I could do a reaction just to this. There's a lot more.
Draws, of course, is Hamleys. Just here, and the Christmas window displays. Let's go and have a quick look, see what they've got this year. Super busy in there. There's even elves there too. That must have took a long time for someone to place all those.
This thing is older than America. Wow.
That must have took a long time for someone to place all those horses, cows and dinosaurs up there. They must glue them on. Hamleys have even got their own festive tour bus this year. There's some big nutcrackers. So the first time I ever did the Christmas lights was in 2020, just literally before, stroke after, we were coming in and out of lockdown, and these streets looked completely different. I kind of did, however, like the old...
Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I love how they're not uniform. Like, they don't all... Like, this has the angels, this has, like, the icicle lights.
I'm
calling them icicle lights. I don't know what the technical term is.
However, like the old lights they used to have, the One London, and messages going across the street.
Oxford Street.
They seem to be back this year. Can't say I'm overly a big fan of Oxford Street's Christmas lights, but I'm here to go and check out a couple of famous shops and their Christmas window displays.
I don't think it's just the lights. It's the buildings too. Like, I'm gonna go back, but I mean, how do you beat this? All of the lit up buildings like this. You could put no lights and it'll still look amazing.
Check out a couple of famous shops and their Christmas window displays. John Lewis with their Christmas trees. There's a bit of a gap in the Oxford Street Christmas lights this year, look. Somebody commented on my videos saying that they were told off taking video footage or photos of the window displays. If that did happen, I'm quite surprised. Maybe we should just all close our eyes and not look. Are they supposed to be Brussels sprouts? They are. I hate Brussels sprouts. There's a big old turkey.
Brussels sprouts have grown on me a bit. But like, why have Brussels sprouts when you can have much tastier vegetables, in my opinion, like broccoli and asparagus? Brussels sprouts are in a very eatable form, though, especially like if you cut them in half. But yeah, like getting some Brussels sprouts with some mashed potatoes and gravy, and then having like a bite of turkey or beef, or just
quite surprised for Harrods. That looks almost a little bit tacky. I'll never forget in 2020 when the pandemic was going on, there was a lonely Santa just stood out there. I'll put a link up to the video I'm talking about if you really want to see London at Christmas in a completely different light. Now that is pretty cool. So if you've ever sent a luxury hamper at Christmas, can you imagine sending one this big? Look at that, you've got everything in there. Hot chocolate, festive nuts, Christmas pudding.
Hell of a gift.
Blackpool might have one of the largest glitter balls in the world, but Selfridges has a pretty big one. It's a Christmas pudding.
Did you just say glitter ball? Disco ball. Eh? No, sorry.
Disco ball.
Oh,
apparently they do take well over a year planning with drawings to get these in the shops for Christmas. They do look good though. Love that idea. It does make you think what it's actually selling. What is that? It's like you're washing up after Christmas. And their main window, in previous years, they had a big Santa up there. Last year it was a lonely Christmas tree doing a weird dance. This year looks even odder.
I like it.
Still not as good as 2020's Santa Claus sitting on top of all those presents. Yeah, it's basically mince pies going into an oven. Weird oven though. I bet Selfridges hate all these outside of their front. And so let's go and check out Covent Garden, which is ridiculously busy, as most evenings are in the build-up to Christmas.
Amazing.
Just going past the iconic Nag's Head. I tried to go
It's a restaurant?
in there for a drink earlier, failed miserably. And by the way, I'm not this tall, although that guy in front is pretty tall. Some festive nuts going on, and you can't beat some good old London.
Walnuts roasting. Oh, chestnuts. Open fire. Forget it. I ruined it.
Hot chestnuts. So last year's theme was from Frozen the Musical outside of Covent Garden. Very unfestive, but there's Bumblebee from Transformers. And also a random dinosaur. It's also a very busy night for street performers around Leicester Square and here in Covent Garden. Not quite sure. This guy is doing some kind of magic. Look at that. Who needs the West End when you've got the good old streets of London? So here we are at Covent Garden, looking all beautiful. We'll go and check out the Christmas tree in just a moment. Do love the Christmas trees out here. Real festive oranges,
guys, that's a market in there. Is it like an indoor mall or indoor mall? Like a mall?
Do love the Christmas trees out here. Real festive oranges, clementines. These are real clementines as well, and real spices on the tree. Smell amazing. It's apple here. It is real. Nice chunk of cinnamon. A prosecco van. Everybody needs a prosecco van. That's a huge magnum there. So this is new for this year, and everyone's asking, what is it?
Let me just say, I'm so blown away by all of this stuff that like I don't have a chance to say I'm blown away, but I'm blown away. This looks absolutely amazing. Not just this, just everything. Like I can't say enough how impressive it all looks.
Basically, it's a pop-up shop with nice red carpet.
I need you guys to tell me, is it something with the camera or is it really this awesome? No, it's definitely this. Okay, sorry. But people are very inquisitive to see what's in there. And the Christmas baubles are back. Although they do look a little bit different this year. In fact, it almost looks like they don't have the red glaze on them that they once did. But the big mirror balls are back and the mistletoe looking amazing. Probably still worth having a kiss under the mistletoe. Whoa, I have no idea what Santa. This guy's doing. Just came around the corner, I thought I could smell mulled wine. Certainly can. How much is it though? £7.50 for some mulled wine. £2.50 for a... Oh, perfect. I wondered if I was not in frame. Sorry, guys. Mince pie. I'm not sure if I like these white baubles, if they're meant to be like that or they've just had a bit of an issue this year. People having their works Christmas party maybe. There is like no right of way either. People are just walking everywhere. The amount of times I've knocked into people and they've knocked into me. You've got to watch out for pickpockets as well in Covent Garden. How cool is that to get a photo here in Covent Garden? A real life sleigh with presents on the back as well. And the big draw in Covent Garden is their humongous Christmas tree. Is it a real tree?
Which you'll probably find really difficult to get a selfie of, because once again there's small street artists doing their thing here. How close can I get to it? Can I touch it?
It's so perfect. I'm trying to find like the smallest little flaw. It's all perfect. I don't need to.
Small street artists doing their thing here.
Is that a real tree?
How close selfie of, because once again there's small street artists doing their thing here. How close can I get to it? Can I touch it? I can. Merry Christmas, Covent Garden. When you look at the tree from this angle, wow, it's huge. It literally took a crane to pop it into its pot.
I could hop on a plane tomorrow morning and be able to see all this tomorrow night.
Wow, that's nice in there. I love how they do go all out in London. Look at this. That garland there. That is a really beautiful winter garland.
I'm pretty sure this is 2020. It's not 2023. You know, it's last year, but still, I'd imagine post-pandemic still very similar.
This hotel. I mean, just walking down this little strip, hearing Americans, Canadians, Spanish, French, German, people coming from all over the world, obviously, to see London at Christmas. And why wouldn't you? So on the way now to Leicester Square, they've got their Christmas fair, stroke little Christmas Winter Wonderland market that's popped up in the middle of Leicester Square. And only in London would you find a hat store. Don't see many people wearing hats anymore. I don't know about you, but when I see a queue going into a particular shop, you always wonder what's going on. Well, they're serving hot chocolate in there. Look at the creativity that's gone into that
Mr.
garden on this
Fox.
pub here. Amazing. So this area is obviously St Martin's Lane. I think the first time I did the Christmas lights, they were actually using this for a film. Not quite sure what film it ever was. I love the Christmas trees they've got out here. Look at them. Really pretty.
I hear the Scottish bagpipes.
bagpipes going on. I mean, you can hear what sounds like a music festival going on, but these are just street performers doing their thing in the middle of Leicester Square, and they really do draw in a crowd. Just look at this. For one guy there, how many people are here just watching him? Amazing, right?
Guys, I'm blown away, I have to say, at how beautiful everything here looks. And it's not just one lane of streets that, like, if they were all decorated, if only one street was decorated as much as everywhere is, I would still be impressed. But it's everywhere. And not to say that you wouldn't find great stuff over here, right? Boston, even Providence, New York and stuff, but just it being in London and still looking this amazing just makes it way better in my eyes.
Just look at this. For one guy there, how many people are here just watching him? Amazing, right? It's the spirit of Christmas.
I don't know.
I'm going to feel really guilty if that guy was famous. The famous Odeon Leicester Square, lots of movie premieres happen around here. I think it was last year the first time that this popped up, and it seems to be a Christmas event that is going to continue now. This is the second year it's been here. It's like a little Christmas market, but it is really nice in here. Again, this is absolutely rammed. See, personally, it's just so ridiculous.
I love how unique all the different places are too. They don't all just look like they're decorated the exact same. It's really very different. It feels like you're in different areas.
Enjoy it, can you?
But you are.
Because there's just queues to get everywhere. But strangely, it's fairly quiet. I would have thought there'd be like some kind of one-way system in place here, but it doesn't seem to be. This is back again this year. I don't think it's open yet though. Mary Poppins.
What is Cirque du Soleil? Seriously, what is that? Anyone ever heard of that before?
Overlooking everyone as they come in. Christmas Pikachu.
So good.
I think these are stars. I do feel sorry for the London bus drivers. And if you do like doing the Christmas lights, but you can't be bothered to walk, there are now buses in London that do the Christmas lights tour. But
Would be pretty cool. At first, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to walk. But then I'm thinking, being on the second deck, going through all this stuff would be really, really cool.
even Santa is driving everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Obviously, because they're Regent Street just
Everyone should
in
be
front
dressed
of
up
me.
with antlers.
But why is it that Piccadilly Circus does not have any Christmas lights in this centre bit?
It still looks amazing, and that's what I mean. Like, it still looks awesome, and it doesn't have the Christmas lights.
Piccadilly Circus does not have any Christmas lights
Piccadilly.
in this centre bit. Why is that? Anyone know? Are these the same size as the Winged Angels on Regent Street?
Maybe they haven't
do
gotten
look
there
like
yet.
They are the same size.
Let's put it up.
Although the ones on Regent Street might be a little bit bigger. And if you just come down Carlton
I gotta say, it that would be even more awesomer if it was decorated like the other places, but
size.
I'm not
Although the
complaining
ones on
after all
Regent
this.
Street might be a little bit bigger. And if you just come down Carlton Street, you'll see the little mini Winged Angels, which I've never come across before. This is the first time I've seen them. I'm sure they've been here before, but a lot of people miss these. And right down the end of the street, you've got this beautiful Christmas tree. Quite understated, rather elegant. Loads of people love having their photos
I love it. I love the giant ornaments.
taken here.
Bulbous bulbs.
Well, I'm here on New Bond Street, and they've definitely had a bit of an upgrade with their lights this year. Compared to last year, these are a lot different, a lot bigger. Still with the crowns and the peacock theme. They do look more glittery. Here I am at one of the most expensive shopping streets in London, where it's designer everywhere you look.
Piaget?
So they're sponsoring Harrods this Christmas as well, Christian Dior. Very similar light display to what's on the front of Harrods. Cartier with a big bow in front of the building.
It's
Looking
awesome.
pretty special.
Giant present.
Customers outside, look, just parking their Range Rover and their Porsche. You can park it here when you've got money. Sorry, I meant Ferrari. You could probably guess where I'm going next.
I can't.
It's one of the most photographed shops in London. Fortnum & Mason with their advent calendar windows. Must take
That's
a
awesome.
long time to get these up. Their window displays are
That is
quite
awesome.
different. That's pretty good display. These lights always get me.
The detail is crazy. It's like the more you look at it, the amount of time that must have gone into putting this stuff together.
Especially like this one. A lot of time has gone into this window.
Yeah.
What looks like some really old-fashioned wrapping paper used here as well. In fact, I'm sure I had presents wrapped up in that exact wrapping paper when I was a kid. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the video, please make sure you do give it a thumbs up. There's also that subscribe button too. That'd be great. And we've arrived South Molton Street, where the blue theme is back this year. It's a lot more immersive walking down here though.
I remember my parents would always, when we were kids, they would always like have some presents that were from them in name, but they'd also like make like the biggest presents. They'd have them from Santa, and they'd always use different wrapping paper for that they only used for the Santa one, so he wouldn't be like, wait, how does he have the same stuff?
Through the blue arches.
Stuff like that is really fun to, or really nice to remember back on the little
A lot more
things.
immersive walking down here though, through the blue arches. People often ask me, do people walk into me? The answer is yes. Do I have to edit them out? Yes. And then it finishes off with a blue Christmas tree at the end. Well, just off Regent Street is Carnaby Street. Now, last year's Christmas lights were a little bit too spring-like for me. Yes, they were colourful, lots of flowers and butterflies. This year, they're going for a bit of a solar system theme. Saturday night in Carnaby Street. Blimey. Looks pretty good.
Big, flat.
And definitely something a bit more festive this year, which almost has a bit of a...
I love how they have different themes and they're not all the same. I've said this like the third time I've said it this video, but I don't care.
an 80s
It's awesome.
vibe to it. The robins, the huge snowman. Love those huge paper garlands. I remember making those at school. I don't think I've made them since I was at school actually. I
remember making those too.
What looked like jellyfish. So you got a bit of everything this year.
Undersea
Solar
Christmas.
system, bit of a 90s vibe, and also fish.
Whatever, I like it.
Yep. There's a shark up there. So thanks for watching my Christmas lights tour of London for 2022. If you want to see it looking really different, I suggest you go and check out my first video that I ever did for London Christmas lights in 2020, just after the pandemic.
It's going to be too
London
depressing.
Looks completely different. I'd appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time. I'm off to get a coffee. A hot chocolate. Oh, mulled wine actually.
I didn't want to interrupt him, and I did. I like, no holding back. That was so good. That was beyond any of my expectations. Way better and magical. 10 out of 10. Like, I don't know how to say anything other than that. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. and the amount of places that were decorated, and the differences in decorations, and just the buildings themselves make it look so good. Love it if any of you guys have seen the decorations for 2023. I'm assuming they're up. I'm too jittery and I stopped. I hope you guys are all doing well. That was awesome. I would love to see any of your comments. If you want to like and subscribe, I'd love to see you guys next video. All right. Bye, guys.